Welcome back, everyone, after that very long advert break, and great stuff. Right, let's get on with the race, shall we? A lot of drivers are starting on the hard compound tyres, and then the other drivers, we got hard tyres then for majority field, apart from Indigo, apart from Immortal, who's also on medium tyres as well, with Legends, and the rest of them. So now we've got 5 lights are on then, and here we go for the Brazilian Grand Prix. It is lights out, and it's go here in Interlagos as we run down into the centre, and Indigo is going to lose the lead, is he? Yes, because he's given Samsung Ninja just about cars with that. Bullet is Indigo in leads, then coming out turn one. If they all made it through, they've all been very well behaved then. As we come down the Retro Apostle for the first time, it's Indigo, followed by the world champion Sam Swift, followed by Percy that's coming out to turn 4. And at the moment, they have all done very well. Then there's a couple of drivers. Equals at 4 positions. Champions has had a horror show and dropped down into 10 positions, unbeknownst to me, sadly. And we're into the first sector, but his Champions got damage. And whoa, who's that? That's one of the RPs off. It's our biggest Metro Alpha who's had issues there. I'm now at the inside of Koopas and Soup. That was Calm is just having a sniff there. Oh, in contact there. Boxstyle also fighting with Equals, and Equals at 5 positions as well. Then down into Maguli on the dive, and Boxstyle, who is currently in 9th position then, and before coming up out of Young Sao then, and coming to complete lap 1 of this Grand Prix then. And what a good start, and what a tidy start indeed then. And lap 1 completed. Look at the gap there, 3/10 a second. DRS will be available at the end of this lap. And goodness gracious me! Marky's in the pits, and so Marky, so they've not all been unscathed then. Marky's the first driver to come into the pits, and the only driver to come into the pits, who has had damage then as we come down the Retro Apostle again. And Sam Swift now has DRS, and here comes the world champion Sam Swift, and having a sniff down into turn 4. And there he goes. And Troy is second at the moment. Third is Percy then with full position. Fourth is Percy. Third is Troy. And now we got Legends who's got past Kezu's down into third, down 3 positions. But on the outside goes Legends up into 10th position. Magnificent overtake indeed then for Legends. For Legends there into the top 10. That is beautiful stuff indeed there. Look at that then, and they're already halfway through across the line, and halfway across the lap then, and already Markey is right down the order. Markey is almost half a lap behind that, and now Indigo has survived the first onslaught. He's got a DRS range, but he's doing a good job because he is now starting to pull away, because look, Indigo's got some breathing space, got some daylight between himself and Sam Swift there. Troy is currently all over the gearbox of Sam Swift there, and Immortal is the driver on the move, and of course he had a 5-place grid penalty along with Kaz, and going down into turn 1 then. Who's that then? That's Percy, and it's a contact between the two cars, and it's a Ferrari and a Mercedes once again, but this time it's not Kaz, this time it is Menace Max then, who's all over the back there. And now we got Nosey involved as well, and Nosey's going up the inside then, has he? No, he has to back out. It's Nosey got damage there. No, he hasn't, he's okay, but now unfortunately, because he's wrong-footed himself, knows he has. And here comes the Red Bull all over the back now of the Alpine, but there's no easy overtaking to the middle part of this lap here. So now Indigo is probably going to be doing some harvesting here of the ERS deployment there. Indigo is the only driver on the medium tyres in the top 8. And now Cam is up into 16th position. Or is he? No, he's down to 17th. I got up the inside. Then Koopas and Soup there is fighting there. We've also got some more battles, and I don't know where to look. But we're going to go back to this one here. But Cam is through in his 16th position there. What an incredible start then to the Brazilian Grand Prix. Apologies, by the way, the stream died as soon as I put some adverts on, so that's not good. Across the line we come then. Sam Swift leads. No, it is Indigo leads. Sam Swift in 2nd position. Troy in 3rd position, followed by Percy. Immortal, followed by Menace. Biggest movers there as Boxstyle is through and up into 8th position, getting past Nosey. Nosey is now under the caution for the second Red Bull. Back in the front then as we come down the Retro Apostle once again then. And having a look. Not quite though. And now Legend has passed Nosey as well. Nosey's dropping like tumbling like a fruit machine here. Down into 10th position is Nosey, sadly, in this Brazilian Grand Prix. My goodness gracious me. Mushroom, Indigo has by son of, it must be you, Sean. I cannot believe that, but I cannot believe that at all, Mushroom. My talent is just understated. Just watching as we're into the duck build, which I don't think is the duck build, actually. I'm completely lost on this circuit now, as I've got to find some decorum in this commentary box. Indigo leads, second position is Sam Swift, Troy in third position, Percy in fourth, and fifth position is Immortal, sixth position is Menace, Max with Airqual 7th, Box 8, Legend of Night, Knowlesy in 10th position. Knowlesy is homing in, but I'm going to stick back to the front because Sam Swift takes the lead. And look at that, already the hard runners are now starting to really spread their wings here and are starting to absolutely fly away. Brilliant stuff indeed there for brilliant stuff indeed there for the hard runners, but maybe but Indigo potentially will go for an undercut later on this race. And it's not all done and dusted yet, any of you Indigo fans out there. It is all fine and dandy. There's a lot of debris coming off the cars as they come at the exit of turn 4. On board with Lucas Person, then, who's having a sniff, but nothing more than that at the moment. Back at the front though, it is Sam Swift. And can he escape out of this DRS range now? Marquis is down in 20th position. We do not see what happened to Marquis, sadly, but unfortunately for Marky's point of view, well behind the 8 ball, and unfortunately had to put on medium tyres, which means he's guaranteed another stop. He would have been guaranteed another stop anyway, I believe, because I don't think the hard tyres would have been able to get from lap 1 to lap 36. And out of Young Cow, Troy there is wrestling an eel there, but it looks of things he's trying to come out of Young Cow, and now powering up the hill, and now as we're on board then with the the Mercedes car coming across the line, and look at this, as Troy does part in the middle of the lap then, in the middle of the circuit, but he's going to have a look then. No dice. And Legends getting past Boxall, number 2 position. Good manoeuvre there from Legends, but Boxall didn't have any DRS. And that could be crucial then if you don't get DRS down one of these 2 straights, and this could potentially be a major factor in this one. Legends has dropped down the order here. Goodness me, there's 3 abreast, and Noses at the inside. Incredible. And Pease has gone the outside. Nosy's gone wrong foot there, and has dropped down 3 positions, and now his teammate Brabant's on the inside as well, as Nosy unfortunately has been compromised badly here, and now his teammate Brabant, thank goodness me, there's no team orders in the Alpine machines, is there? But Nosy there just about taking his position. Legends dropping down more than what Nosy did there. Goodness gracious me, and my word, that's an incredible battling at all. Incredible battling, and if I know what I'm saying, then goodness gracious me, that would be a miracle. Oh my word, oh gosh, I got to pull my trousers up. Goodness me, they was falling down with so much excitement here. Out of lap 6 then, and now coming across the line, and that's a Ferrari. That is Menace Max. Menace Max is on the inside of Lucas Percy, the former world champion there, but Menace cannot get through. But now Mortal is now going to try and get past as Troy is becoming a bit of the bottleneck here, and here comes that second Mercedes, and the Mercedes are looking strong again. And remember, this could be a battle for the Constructors' Championship as well on the inside, and goes Immortal through. He goes ahead, and now he's done it. Pease appalling qualifying, but race trim so much better. Goodness gracious me, we got Kaz and Pease, Boxdown, Brabant, Nosy, Legends all in quick succession. Then we got Kaz, then followed by Nameless in there as well, and all of them are in DRS range all the way down to Chappers in 19th position. That is a 10 car DRS trade. Indigo is on the back again of Sam Swift and Ninja then, and big old lock up. The 2 medium shod Mercedes cars may have just had to back off ever so slightly before putting the power down again. The lap 7 of this Grand Prix here tonight. Sam Swift Ninja leads by 0.3 of a second, and as he has been reeled in by Indigo then, powering out now and going up the hill. And going up the hill then, and now Sam Swift Ninja, is he going to feel like he needs to defend himself? Oh my word, and he is going to have a go, but I think he's going to be too far back then. I wonder if he might have looked down into the Retro Aposta here. Boxtal is on the inside of Keza. Keza gives him just about a Red Bull's whip for nothing more than that then. No quarter ass, no quarter given here. Our first penalty only on lap 8, and that's a very good time. There's Brabant then, and Brabant is powering through. Is he going to get 2 for 1 here? Not quite then, but a good manoeuvre there for Brabant, and in the top 10 was Cameron Nameless, a fighting for position there. And Aston Martin of Coop also trying to sneak on the inside as well, which means that Chappers. What's appears notice of this action there. And Chavez has gone very wide then. No, listen, sorry, it's the RB that's gone wide. I think it's Metroff. It's gone very wide, sadly. But he's still in DRS. No, he isn't anymore. That's not ideal. Not ideal then. And yellow flag. And it's the RB that was strong to keep on circuit just as we left them. Oh, gosh. Well, that's an incredible start here. Pease, I think, is in no Pease land there, isn't he? Down in 8th finish there. Oh, well, he's just about within the DRS detection point of Keza then. Coming across the line then. Here comes Percy, and Percy on the outside then passes Troy. Troy is lost out then as he's starting to drop down the order. Troy is here. I wonder if he's just doing a bit of harvesting here. Just trying to, and now we've got more action then because Boxtel and Brabbit, my goodness me, he is still in the 10th position, he's still in the position, but here he comes down the restaurant plaza once again. Oh my word, they're trying to break the toe from each other. Wow, incredible race indeed then. Percy's whoa! Contact! Pease is off the circuit. Oh, and he's into the barrier. I don't think Pease was around anyone, was he? Last time we checked in on Pease. Oh my goodness me! I don't know where to look. There's definitely all over the show. Nosy and cars are banging wheels, and Nosy's going to, and the McLaren's off again of Pease, and I think he's just trying to get out of driver's way because I'm wondering if there's damage done to the rear crash structure. Oh, my word. I don't know what to say. I'm not sure P's got a helping hand there, because last time we checked in on P's, lovely helmets on by the way from Venice as well. Some good helmets tonight then, good stuff. P's, I think, was in no P's land, wasn't he, when we last seen him? Back at the front there, and now is Indigo is starting to home in once again on Sam Swift. Ninja going down into turn 1 with Percy in third, Immortal in fourth there with Troy. Menace almost out of control there. Brabbit is past, oh my word, is past but Keza. No, he's not, because Keza's come back at him into the inside of turn to center S and back into 9th position there. Oh my word. That's absolutely redonkulous action so far in this race. Incredible stuff indeed. Then it's coming down the rest of our poster once again. As you can tell, I've actually learned what that straight's called now, so good stuff. But as I'm overusing that word, but I love that word. It's quite a nice word, isn't it? Indeed. P's out of the Grand Prix. Society for P's. 10 laps there, made a mistake, and out of the Grand Prix for P's, which is a shame indeed. Then for himself and the McLaren team, as Legends now is in 12th position, because I think the Cars has made his way up into 11th position. There's Legends there, dropping down to 12th. And Legends looking stronger on this race there, and so was Norton. But unfortunately, if you get wrong footed here, and because these DRS trains are so apparent in the opening stage of the Grand Prix, one wrong move and you're going to be dropping down like you're going to be just tumbling like a stone in the water. Oh, as we go down into the center S there once again. As we got yellow flags flashing for Peace's car. Kez has passed Boxtel. Brabbit there just keeping a watchful eye. Cam now in 14th position there. Nameless in camera out of DRS range. The drivers in front. Boxtel on the outside. And Kez there showing him a rear wheel. But here comes Boxtel on the outside. Then, and oh goodness me, is Kez on take evasive action as we go down into 4. And now we got Percy's past Indigo. There he goes. And Indigo down into 3rd position there. But that's an unusual place to overtake that. Did Indigo make a mistake there? Potentially. My goodness gracious me there. Sam Swift there, 2/10 a second in front of them, and Kaz and Brabbit's moved, swap position. No, they swap back, and goodness me, I'm coming out of the pine tree, I think it is. I need to really look at that corner name. Oh my word, he's giving the fly no space at all there. Oh my word. Oh gosh. Gentlemen, it's meant to be a relaxing Sunday night. It's anything but at the moment. So here comes Sam Swift into that. But no, listen, it's actually Percy that takes the lead of this Brazilian Grand Prix. Now up into the lead now with Sam Swift second. Indigo in third position there. Immortal in fourth with Troy in fifth. Sixth is Menace. Kaz and Brabbit have now swapped positions. Oh, goodness me. They are not giving me a break, are they? And here comes Immortal. I was wondering if the Mercedes might swap positions here. But I don't think that. I think it's a bit too early for that. Yeah, of course we did at the beginning of the stream now, at the end of qualifying, we did have of course a sprinkle of the wet stuff, a sprinkle of the rain then, and I was wondering if we might have a bit of rain in the race then, but at the moment no, at the beginning of the race there was absolutely beautiful sunshine, but now it's become overcast out there, and maybe we could see, maybe that might be why the majority of the field is on the hard tyres potentially, because they're concerned about the rain then. Or is it just a strategy decision here that maybe the medium tyres are the better time to go with when the fuel has gone down, when the fuel is drained out, the cars are lighter, more nimble, and that might be less pressure on the medium compound tyres. And all of this is just a finger in the air guess at the moment, because I have no idea. DRS said very early on over the pit straight then, and now Sam Swift Ninja retakes the lead of the Brazilian Grand Prix. Two championship protagonists have been fighting all the way over the last couple of races, and sadly though, after Mexico, of course, the championship was crowned for Sam Swift there with Percy. Even though technically, mathematically, he's still winning, but he gave up his seat there, which is absolutely devastated by, to be honest, because this race would now be very much featuring into one of the best championship battles we've ever seen in ALR. Just watching Menace there on the gearbox of Troy here. No one is gaining or losing time on the gap between Equals, who's doing a great job in 7th position, by the way. Unbeknownst there, flew under the radar from my point of view. Is doing a great job there, Equals. There's 5 seconds in front of Boxtel. We got 2 or 3 DRS train set. We got first down to 7th, then we've got 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th. But Nameless has dropped out now in 14th, 15th. And then, of course, then we've got 2 of the back of Coop and Metron out. But as Lou is saying, then come on, chappers, P1 inbound, says Lou then. And I think that I do think the chappers said he'll have an almighty race over to get from P1 from there. But, of course, Max Verstappen did it, so why not? Down into the center S once again. But, of course, that was different conditions there. And maybe if there was a sprinkle of the wet stuff, maybe chappers would very much light up that Williams. At the moment, down in 16th position is chappers at the moment then. Coming down the rest of Aposta, once again, the top 6 are now starting to branch away from Equals in 7th position. But I'm wondering if that's the medium tyres effects. If that is the case, and the Mercedes drivers are doing superb job indeed. Then lap 14 of this race, and the race has now started to calm down then ever so slightly. This is a good opportunity to take stock and check some of the comments as well in the YouTube comment section there. Total Peach, you're right, Mushroom, or Red Wing then had decent pace as well, of course. So Sadly, we did say that we was one of the various issues to the rear crash structure of the McLaren, and it was the diffuser that was absolutely damaged, wasn't it, for Pease and out to the Grand Prix, sadly, so could not continue. The damage was too great, sadly, for the McLaren driver. Then Skill 100, come on, Coop, need him to do well. We've also got Serious Motion there. Pull your trousers up, Sean, you're making the street untidy then. I would say I'm making the street look a lot more tidier than if I'm, well, let's not go there. As we go down into the center, once again. Percy has now taken the lead and they got ahead of Sam Swift Ninja. We're approaching the pit stop window now, so this is where it's going to become very interesting. A strategic race already. Indigo is defending against his teammate, but Cam's got a 3-second penalty. Only the second driver tonight that's got penalties. As now we've got Nameless dropping down the order, and Kaz and Brabbit still swapping positions here. They take a lot of the floor of the cars take an absolute pounding, beating there over those curves there, especially at the exit turn 4. There's so much carbon fiber that's being thrown up in the air when they go wide. So I'm wondering if that's also damaging the car as well, potentially. So the drivers have got to be cautious on that then, of course, because these cars can be very fragile with all kinds of the slightest of bumps there. Astro John, after watching these guys, I think I'm going to need more than just a setup help around here. I'm nowhere near the pace. Much of these guys are tryhards. I'm definitely a tryhard too, but the efforts don't get rewarded. That's my problem. Says Astro John then. So now we've got Sam Swift retaking the lead down into the center S there, and of course slots back in the slipstream now. Keza's got past Boxtel as well, and so there's now the DRS trains are starting to break up now, and into the pits. Rain! There's rain afoot here, and my goodness me, that Kaz is coming to the pits at potentially the wrong time. The two Mercedes are going wheel to wheel in turn 4, and Motors on the outside, and on the inside is Indigo. Then Indigo would have the inside to the next corner, but Indigo cuts across his teammate. But because of this fighting, both Mercedes have lost DRS here to the two drivers in front, then just for a momentary lapse then of this race. And now look at this as the Formula 2 Championship contenders. Sam Swift and Percy. My word, the rivalry for the ages here in the ALR Formula 1 are being reignited here tonight then in Brazil. Into Young Sao as well before powering up the hill. Both Mercedes are back in DRS. When is the rain going to get worse? And is this going to hurt or hinder the Mercedes and anyone else who's on the medium tyres? Percy's retaken the lead here, going out into these over the start finish as well. Cuts across Samson into the world champion and into the centre as he goes. And back here, then the two Mercedes that are not strong positions this time around, but it's now Troy who is looking back to his very best. Troy is there, and hopefully can Troy there and keep a good run with the final 4 races to go. Into the pits as well comes Chappers, comes Cam, comes Coop as well. They all go on the intermediate tyres. Cars has gone out, stayed out on the slick tyres and gone on from medium to hard tyres. So is that telling me that there is no the rain is not going to go heavier, but we've got intermediate tyres out for the three that's coming the pits. Very early decision. Oh, my goodness me. Oh, guys, that was bad timing, says the mushroom. Oh, and the man is up the inside, and he's through. But Troy is going back up. Oh, lovely stuff indeed there. A bit of wheel banging, and there's Equals there. Very much hoping to pick up the scraps here. Equals is but unfortunately can't strike at this stage. Unfortunately, so intermediate tyres. I think that's too early. I'll cede to the gentlemen and women into the comment section there to let me know if that's right or wrong. I feel that's too early. Equals as fast as the wet could be a surprise, says Serious Mushroom. Then Equals out on the medium tyres at the moment. There's no standing water into turn 1 yet, and of course there's not, I don't think the track's even anywhere near wet conditions there for the intermediate compound tyres at this moment in time then. And now we've got Keza and Boxstyle swapping positions once again, and great battling between two Grand Prix winners. Boxstyle, oh, and Keza almost losing the car, and now he's just showing that it's getting very greasy out there. Knowlesy's on the intermediate tyres, going early, Knowlesy is, as we got Keza going down. No, he isn't, and he's too far back. Knowlesy coming in quite early, I feel, then for the intermediate tyres, but maybe they know something. The Mushroom has said it's way too early for the intermediate tyres. I wonder if cars came in because of damaging, because that's a really appalling time for cars, unless Ferrari's weather guy or gal is gone on vacation, which to be honest is a beautiful place on vacation here in Brazil, isn't it? Now we got to Percy. Look at the gap. It's almost they have lost about a second from their previous best times here, and now the Mercedes on the softer medium compound tyre compared to the hard tyre is starting to flourish, I think, in these conditions so far. Over half distance now, lap 19 of the the Sao Paulo Grand Prix. How dare I? Down in the well, then DRS is the clue, says talking to DRS, said Menace is free and passes Troy. As Mushroom saying that DRS is the clue. As you can see, we just heard a beep there from Samsung Ninjas Williams, which means that the DRS is still available at this moment. And we're keeping an eye on what Knowlesy's doing compared to what the drivers in front of him. So the gap was 3 seconds. It's down to 2.9 now between Knowlesy and Kaz. But we'll take that with a pinch of salt. I've just lost my controller and it's landed on my foot. Ow. Oh dear, that's my big toe. But we'll take that with a pinch of salt and we'll see how it does over the course of the lap there. So it could be a different place there. Marky's in the pits as well. So Marky, 10-second penalty for Marky. It just goes from bad to worse, unfortunately, for Marky in the Sauber. That is disappointing indeed. But Marky, I think, will be coming in to go onto the intermediate tyre as well, which means that the bottom 4 drivers, or the bottom 5 drivers, are now on the wet tyres. Sorry, the intermediate tyres. And of course, if the rain does get heavier, we could go to the deeper groove wet tyres, the blue marked tyres. But at the moment, it's only the green wet intermediate tyres, and across the line they come again. Sound Swift Ninja has dropped off to the back of Percy, but I say dropped off, not really, to be fair. But this is a game about inches, isn't it? And my word, the top 7 are absolutely flying away. Boxstall's in the pits, and the gap. Oh, and there's a drive-through. There's a 10-second penalty now for Boxstall. That's 2 10-second penalties. They're going to be kicking themselves because that's going to be crucial in this Grand Prix. Sound Swift didn't open his rear wing there. That's interesting. Aboard once again with Sam Swift. Into the pits comes Boxstall's gone medium tyres. As Boxstall made an error, as Red Bull made an error there, have they not changed to the intermediate tyres? And is Red Bull made a mistake, or has Red Bull feel that this rain is not going to get any heavier, and it's not going to be good to go onto the groove to intermediate tyres? Well, we'll soon see. But Boxstall is on the medium tyres, but that could really hurt Boxstall's progress here. but Alex will be mounting them inters if it doesn't get heavier soon, says Mushroom. The gap as Nosey is not gaining, or is losing time to Kaz actually, and Boxhouse come out just in front of him. Yeah, I feel it's too early for the intermediate tires. Maybe the Red Bull have made a correct decision here. Troy all over the gearbox now of Menace, and Troy there is alongside the Ferrari. Of course, Ferrari do supply Haas with a lot of their parts, and the Haas team now goes in front of the Ferrari and up into fifth position. But Menace Max having a sniff on the rear diffuser of Troy, but Troy is slamming the door shut on the toes of Menace. But Menace is now going to have a good run down the Retro Aposta, but Troy is absolutely launched off there. Actually, really good stuff indeed then. So 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th, and 19th is all on the intermediate tyres. Everyone else is on the slick tyres, whether that's the mediums or the hard tyres. No soft tyre in sight then. 21 out of 36 then. The rain is not heavy enough for the stewards then to deactivate DRS, and so Farf is very happy. Oh my word there! As a yellow flag then for someone out there. Someone's had a cropper, and I think it was boxed out. Yellow flag there for Marky as well as Metrov, as Metron has just had issues there, and I think that Marky is also had issues as well. No, I think it's Marky that had issues rather than anyone else. I'm just making up things as I go along now. And now, as these hard tyres, that I must say, these are why everyone went on the hard tyres, I feel then, because they thought the rain was going to come very late into this race. And Marky out of the Grand Prix, that's 2 retirements, and P's out, Marky out as well. Chapman's got a 3-second penalty. Brabbit has got past Keza, moving himself up into 8th position. Keza dropping down tonight. The gap is 10 seconds between Equals and Brabbit here, so the gap between the top 7 and the rest of the field is pretty impressive. Well, I say that because Brabbit, Keza, and Legends are also 14 seconds in front of Kaz, who's in the 11th position there. But I think the Kaz, maybe Kaz in Boxstyle, I feel that they came in the pits at the wrong time. Boxstyle is back in the pit. Another penalty and a retirement as well. That's 3 retirements in this Grand Prix. Going to be one of them horrible races where it doesn't go full wet, Mushroom said. I must admit, the Mushroom, I do like those kind of races. It makes it a very interesting. Boxstyle for retirement of the Sao Paulo Grand Prix, sadly. 22 out of 36 here tonight. Oh, my word. And I must say, it's been a very, very intriguing Brazilian Grand Prix so far, hasn't there? And, of course, as I was mentioning, Farfus. Oh, and look at Troy. Now it's starting to get a bit greasy out there. It's the former world champion. And Menace has had an issue. And look, Equals is through and out to Young Southern. So I think the Menace has come across and he's in the pits. The Ferrari is there. And now what tires has Menace Mike's got? Oh, it's a 10-second penalty. There, that is the third or fourth 10-second penalty in this race. I'm surprised the drivers don't know where the line is. But into the pits he comes now. And that is medium tyres for Menace. Is that what Menace wanted? Because it is raining then, but I don't think it's raining heavy enough for the intermediate tyres. And so back on the medium tyres goes Menace there. But it's going to be very greasy out there. But hopefully he can fire up those tyres quite quickly here and come out of the pits now. But horror show for Menace. And as we got a great battle there between Keza and Brabbit. I got to say, though, I feel that it's a difficult one, this one is. Alex has lost 4 seconds. I would go in, says Mushroom. And what tyres would you go on, Mushroom? Would you stay on the slick tyres, or would you go on to the intermediate tyres? There's Aquals in a 6th position. Now, Aquals is my driver of the day so far. He's been driving superbly well. Percy leads. Second is Sam Swift, with Indigo in 3rd position. Immortal is in 4th, with Troy in 5th position there. Aquals in 6th position. Brabbit 7th, and Keza 8th. Legends in 9th position there. As coming out of Young Southern. So they're all in the pits now. So Percy, Swift, Indigo in the pits. And then look at this. And now we've got Troy, who takes the lead of the Brazilian Grand Prix and passes Walter. So what tire's going on then? So here's Percy. Intermediates for the Aston Martin team. What about the Williams? They're softer. There's medium tires for the Williams team. And they come out of the pits now. It's a different strategy here. Has Percy gone? Percy's gone into it. Sam Swift has gone mediums. Hard tires for Indigo here. My goodness gracious me. Medium tires has Sarah Fisher. So Sam Swift has gone down the Mushroom route here. Whilst Percy's gone down the intermediate route. Goodness gracious me, what an incredible race this is. The wet so no, I don't think the intermediate tires are the quickest tires. As Mushroom just gave us some calculations in race control. He's our own Karun Chandok here, or maybe Anthony Davidson. One of the two. You take your pick. But either way, Karuna Davidson then is, or Chandok Davidson feels that it is the dry tires are the quicker race tire at the moment. Sam Swift and Indigo both got on slick tires, but that is medium for Sam Swift, hard for Indigo. Not the ideal race strategy there for Indigo. However, of course, I think it's a better race strategy than what the intermediates are. Having said that, let's take a look then. Look at that. Look at that. Percy, I think that it's just about the right time here. Because the game is F124. You stay on slick, says Stephen Anthony. Kess has got a 10-second penalty as well. That's another driver with a penalty. Brabant leads the Grand Prix. I think that, having said that, Percy is starting to really fire up these tyres and has started to become a major factor in this one. Oh my goodness gracious me. Maybe it's started time then for the intermediate tyres. But having said that, Sam Swift is not too far away. Troy is out on the intermediate tyres, and so is Immortal, so is Equals. Kaz is on the harder tire at the moment. Everyone else is on the media, is on the inters. So only four drivers are on the slicks. That's Kaz in 9th position. That is Menace in 5th. Indigo in 4th with Sam Swift in 3rd. And Brabant in the lead, now 2nd. And there he goes. Percy takes the lead of the Brazilian Grand Prix. Percy could have called it perfectly, so maybe Davison Chand up there may not have got that one right potentially, but Serious Mushroom. I'm pointing at Serious Mushroom because Kez has got no points there. I'm pointing at Mushroom because I don't want to get the blame. But this is a very good point in time though, isn't there? Because look, Troy on the intermediate tyres, Menace on the medium tyres there, struggling there. Troy's all over the gearbox of that Ferrari, and maybe it is now time for the dry tyres as they're starting to fall down the order here. Or did I speak too soon, says no, Stephen Anthony, and Troy takes 5th position. No, it takes 4th. Into the pits comes Brabant in the Alpine machine. My word, incredible racing indeed. And thank you very much for joining us on this lovely Sunday afternoon, and I appreciate it completely. And it's really helping me get through this stream. And also my streaming thing on my laptop's broke again, but hopefully you can all still hear me. Down over the retro apostle as well. Oh, Troy's car not feeling too compliant now. Percy is not really romping away from this one at the moment, is he, Lucas Percy? But leading this race at the moment now. Yeah, I would have got it wrong too, by the looks of it, so Serious Mushroom. But I must say, it was kind of a toss-up, really, wasn't it? I'm wondering, did Percy know about that? Do you reckon it's the Aston Martin? Percy normally has Brooksy in alongside him, engineering his races there. I'm wondering then if Troy is now blasted past Indigo here, as I think the rain's now starting to get heavy, because you can see that the track is starting to change, isn't it? The track is starting to get more and more slippery now then, and I feel that it's Troy then going off there, but someone keeping it on the circle at a young sow. I feel that now then, I would love to know if Percy had a race engineer or maybe a weather forecast. Sam Swift's in the pits there, so Sam Swift is in the pits. It's too wet now for the dry tyres, and now and also in this Indigo. And Indigo's got a 10-second penalty, getting his 2nd pole position today, and Indigo is going to be furious with how this one's played out then. But of course, you've got to be on the right tire at the right time. Equals, great drive then. Car's getting a penalty as well. Where are these two going to come out then? So an extra pit stop here, as it may have cost them then, but they're going to be on fresh intermediate tyres. And Knowlesy once again in 5th position with 9 laps to go. Knowlesy in the last couple of races has been superb. Same with Legend as well. But Legends, look at Knowlesy, and what's happened? What has happened there? As Indigo has been disqualified for blocking the pit lane. I'm wondering if he spun. And I think that Indigo must have spun there, come out of the pit lane, and then he was disqualified. Didn't even get a chance to come out of the pits there. But Indigo's incredible pole position here today. Sadly, though, that's going to be that's the best memory that Indigo's going to have in this race circuit. Remember what we said in Mexico, and look, they're spraying now, I think, as well. Where Indigo was the 2nd highest scoring driver in ALR, apart from Sam Swift or something like that, or was that bronze? I can't remember. But Indigo out to the Grand Prix there. I think he spun. Coming out of the pit lane there, and unfortunately. Whoa, look at that. There's a lot of rain now. Knowlesy on very old intermediate tyres. I think he's been on them the longest apart from Cam. It's absolutely bucking it down now. It is absolutely raining cats and dogs out there now. And look at this, and the rain is appalling now. And now it's definitely time for the intermediate tyres. Like, are we going to transition into the wet tyres with 8 laps to go? As just on board with Sam Swift, Ninja all over the gearbox of Nosey on very worn intermediate tyres. 10 laps now, and Nosey is just dropping, isn't he? Sadly, that he came in the pits very early on. Nosey did there. And look at that. That car is not looking compliant at all, is it, in the Alpine? And that is a big shame indeed. Purser's got a 5-second lead over second position Troy with and Walter in third. Equals, great drive, my driver of the day. Fifth position is Legends, with sixth position is Keza. Sam Swift in seventh. Eighth position is Nosey. Brabbit in ninth. Cam in 10th position. Nameless in 11th. With Medronov in 12th position. Then Menace down in 13th. Cars in 14th. Chappers and Coop 15th and 16th. Retirements, Boxtown, Marquee, Peas and Indigo all out of the Grand Prix then here tonight. And Keza is all over the game. Look at that. That is appalling rain out there. As a brilliant strategy for people who said drives were better. Indigo not happy at all. Unfortunately, that is frustration then, as just on board now with Keza and Brabbit then, who has got past his teammate Nosey, as we got Legends who is staying in a 5th position moment. Keza in 6th position. 7th is Samson. Look at the rain. It is absolutely teeming down out there now. This is going to be difficult conditions indeed. My goodness me, it's a lot heavier than it was in qualifying now. And Legends there is no DRS, of course. And DRS has been disabled, but I didn't see the race control side now, unfortunately. But look at this, Legend is going to have to really get defensive here. Percy leads, but I think Immortal is the man on the move at the moment. Now, Troy is up to a superb second there. Both Haas drivers, and this is some good points there for the Haas team. Look at that. The track is actually resembling a lake. Now, we remember what we said in qualifying. The interlagos between lakes, and now all of a sudden we've got a lake in the on the race circle as well here. My goodness gracious me. Oh, my word there. And we might even go to wet tyres in an not too distant future. This is absolutely teeming down. And goodness gracious me. On board there with Keza once again. Bogstow, followed by Troy. And then we've got Immortal, followed by Equalsa. But now it is Keza who is now going to have to look about again defensive. And here comes the world champion Sam Swift Ninja all over the gearbox of Keza. And he's going to take 6th position now, or is he? No DRS, of course, but it has fresh intermediate tyres. Keza defends the inside then, so Sam Swift goes on the will go on the outside. Love the inside then, and then Keza staying on the inside. But look at that, Sam Swift just dances on the outside, passes the Haas car, and into 6th position there goes Sam Swift. And as goodness gracious me, an incredible series of events here. Incredible series of events here, absolutely pouring down there. My goodness gracious me. And the intermediate time, look at that, and it's Troy also showing this one, yellow flag, and it's the Haas car, and that's Kez off the circuit then, and dropping down the order. Whoa, it's Nosey doing a bit of drifting there. Oh my goodness gracious me, a bit of Tokyo drift then here in Brazil. As just on board as Kaz has got a 3-second penalty. It's 3-second penalty then for Kaz, unfortunately, but I don't think that's going to hurt Kaz too much there, because he's out of the points at the moment there. And across the line they come once again. Percy is just waltzing away at the moment. Troy is second. Immortal in 3rd position. On board now with Immortal. They're going through the center asset. And look at that. It's absolutely appalling. Sam Swift is now in the 5th position. Passes Legends, and there they go. Wow, incredible stuff indeed then. I'm for Legends on the penalty score, so it's disappeared. And Equal's doing a great job. 5 laps to go in this, and then driver of the day, Percy, Troy, Immortal and Equal said, I know who my vote is for. Am I allowed to vote? Farf. I'll wait for Farf's to answer there. On board once again with Metronov, who's lost out to Menace. He's trying to recover and get back into the points. And we'll take a look at the penalty situation now. 13 seconds for Kez. Remember, drive through speed in the pits there. And unfortunately, as Indigo got towed the box for drives and I wanted inters. I should have followed my instincts instead of listening to people, as Indigo is absolutely furious there. As one of the race team personnel of Indigo that did not help the Mercedes driver whatsoever, unfortunately for Indigo, as Indigo said that this was his race to lose, as Indigo was looking very strong before the rain came, both Mercedes on the medium tyres, and even though the medium tyres had done well over 10-20 laps and still looking quite strong, unfortunately. But Indigo not happy at all. Equals driver of the day, Percy shouldn't, as he is a reserve, but anyone could vote, says Far. Thank you very much. And as Percy got 50% of the vote, Equals 25%, 12% for Immortal. Coming out of turn 3, goodness gracious me. One incredible race has been there. Menace has got past Nameless. Nameless has had about, I think this is like 12th Grand Prix in ALR Gold. Grand Prix, the newest Grand Prix winner in ALR, actually. Of course, as Nameless won his first ever Grand Prix back in Silver a few yonks ago. Just watching Immortal go into turn 7 there. Look at Troy, he's got to get very defensive now. His hours up. Knowlesy's intermediate tires can barely keep up now. Knowlesy's off. Knowlesy's dropped down the order, I think. He's in the pits. And Knowlesy's in the pits now. There's that intermediate. That's full wet tires for the Alpine car. Knowlesy, that is it's almost monsoon conditions. This is absolutely teeming down. Knowlesy has done about 12, 13 laps on the intermediate tire. Look at the spray coming out of the pit lane. My word, there, he's going to need a boat rather than any of those wet tyres there as he comes out of the pits now. And on the full wet tyres there, also into the pits as well. Let's get the tyres back up. Chambers and Coupe there, as in Soup also on the... Look at that. It's raining sideways going down into turn 1 here. Oh my goodness me, it's resembling a lake out there. But Percy there, very similar to Lewis Hamilton back in 2008 there, where he emerged from the spray into Cops Corner. And here is the former world champion coming down into the Reservoir Posta now. As Percy, of course, former champion from season 9. Max Verstappen S-Drive as well from Percy. Potentially Max Verstappen did come from 17th on the grid there. However, Percy, now since his transition to the wet and going on to the intermediate tyres, he has commanded this race. So... we're keeping an eye on the wet runners there, but only 4 laps to go. It needs to. It is. Look at that. That Haas car is just struggling to get going, isn't it? My word. It is heavy rain out there at the moment, but can Knowlesy eat into the lead of Metronov, Nameless, and Can? He's got about a 9-second disadvantage. Knowlesy was up as high as 5th when it all was said and done. That as always, we learned nothing from the Becker gate. Then it's okay, I'll drop him from the result then. So, goodness gracious me. Of course, any long-time viewers out there will remember that, of course, whilst Ronaldo got driver of the day, even though she was a reserve driver. And of course, one of the rules is that reserve drivers do not get driver of the day. But of course, Becca didn't do a good job that day, didn't she? Where did she start? I can't remember now. But it was a great drive indeed. I think it's Silverstone, wasn't it? In similar conditions to this now, where it's absolutely teeming down. And I think she finished 3rd on the podium as well, which is fantastic stuff indeed. But, yellow flag out there for someone. Knowlesy's got the gap all the way down to less than a second now with just 3 laps to go. Maybe the wet tyres are the way to go. Just keeping an eye on this. Look how difficult it is without the DRS out there to help the drivers get through. And here it comes Immortal, and he's done it there. And I was just saying that when with no DRS it is much more difficult, and now Immortal is up into 2nd position. Wow, great drive indeed for Immortal as Percy leads. Immortal 2nd, Troy in 3rd position. Equels, driver of the day for being 4th. 8 seconds in front of Sam Swift Ninja, the world champion. Legends in 6th, great drive for Legends as well. He should be also given a shout out. Brabit Kaza, 7th and 8th. Menace back into 9th position. Cam in 10th position there. Knowlesy 4 seconds away from the points now in 12th position. Keep an eye on Knowlesy. He's the big mover at this moment in time. Flying on the wet, sir. Alex is flying, and Alex had no choice. He had the inters on for so long now, as just coming over the grid hatches as well. I'm going to be honest, there it's been a great Grand Prix, but I do feel so sad that with what has happened in this race today, I just feel so sad, man, because the championship would be really very much set up so nicely after this race as well. With Sam Swift winning in Mexico. Look at Troy, he can barely keep the car in a straight line. Of course, Lucas Percy still mathematically can win the championship, but sadly decided couldn't race anymore on Sundays. And when Sam Swift was declared the double world champion in Mexico a week ago. But my word today... It just whets your appetite, literally and figuratively, with the rain coming down, of what this championship could have been. Nosey over the 11th position there. There he goes. Now just 2 seconds away from the points then. And Cam probably has a lot of penalties as well, does he? He has 3-second penalties. I thought Cam also had a 10-second penalty out there as Indigo has left possession there, as Indigo is going to be absolutely furious with how this one is transpired today. And the wet tyres, I think it's too late in the day, isn't it, for maybe Chappers and Coop to get some points from here. Coop, once again, so good in qualifying, but... Look at that. Look at that. Nosey is going to breeze past, and then as we're on the final lap, the final tour, as Cam there is going to, is Nosey going to have a sniff on the inside? He could just drive on the outside here, but Nosey's going to have to take it. Oh, he's got about a 6-second gap there. Nosey on the inside then, and through he goes, passes the McLaren. Now, as he got, I think that it is certainly in... I think certainly he might be able to. That's a 9-second gap that he's got to whittle down in the last couple of laps. In the last lap or so. Here's Lucas Percy in this race now then. So Lucas Percy then on the final tour of the Brazilian Grand Prix, Immortal, the fan club. Not here to see him finish above 6. Disgusted. That is absolutely true. Where's Kian? Goodness gracious me, shocking behaviour. But here is Percy. Coming down to Maguli on the dive. What a drive. And of course, I think driver of the day, winning the driver of the day votes at the moment. Now, I've got to find where Percy is now because I've taken him out on my spreadsheet. But what a drive there for Lucas Percy, accelerating out of Young Cow. This is going to be Percy's 19th Grand Prix start, and this will be his 26th Grand Prix win. Lucas Percy wins the Sao Paulo Grand Prix. What a clinic in Grand Prix racing there. What a drive indeed then for Lucas Percy, and that is absolutely stunning stuff indeed there. Brilliant drive for... And Equals is through. Equals has got on the podium. Brilliant drive for Equals, and a brilliant drive to third for Equals, and that just underlines how great of a comeback it is for Equals. Wow, incredible stuff there. Well, I'm going to be honest, I didn't want to do any interviews tonight because I'm in such a foul mood, but actually, I am going to do an interview because if Equaz is on the podium, he definitely deserves an interview. Really good stuff indeed then. MHD then, GG to Immortal, very good stuff indeed there. GG to Percy, what a drive as well. Absolutely, great stuff indeed there for Lucas Percy, and the rain has eased off then. Brilliant stuff indeed then, as just watching Percy then crawl around there. Did Troy get a puncture then? It doesn't look like it. I wonder if... Did he run out of fuel? It looked like... I think that Troy may have run out of fuel there in the Indigo's mask. And then as... Indigo, yes, he ran out of fuel, sadly, did Troy down into fourth position now. Equals having the third then. Wowzer, says Equals. What a drive indeed. Brilliant stuff indeed there for Equals. Such pace, Indigo. Yeah, Indigo is going to be. Indigo is furious with his team there, and of course, he was advised to not go on to the intermediate times. That cost him majorly. Percy drive of the day. In fact, Qualls also drive of the day as well. Good stuff indeed. So sad for that bad luck then for Indigo. Sorry, my belly was rumbling. Oh, my word. All right, let's take a final look at the classification, shall we? From the Brazilian Grand Prix. And Percy won that race there. His 26th career win now. Immortal second day. Equals a brilliant drive to third position today. 13th to third. What a drive. Troy in fourth position now. Troy had some pace there. And again, Troy showing flashes of brilliance over his career. Then we got Samsung Ninja fifth. I keep thinking of how good that championship would be. Legend in sixth with Brabant seventh. Menace eighth. Keza in ninth. Nosey Sowage in a point at 10th position. That's another points finish for the Alpine driver. Nameless to outside 11th position. Cam dropped all the way down to 12th. Medronov in 13th, Chambers 14th, Coop in 15th. Retirements as Kaz, Indigo, Boxtel, Markey and Pease all retired from the Brazilian Grand Prix. Absolutely good stuff indeed then. And Equals, what a drive today then. And goodness me, absolutely supreme stuff by yourself. And when the... What was it about today? Did you just feel at one with the car, or was it more or was it just more about you just finding a new gear?
Hey, what's up, Sean? Sean, how's your crazy
Hello.
race? Thanks. A good start. That was really important today. And I knew that with the mediums, I saw the strategy with a lot of people were on hards. Um, so I knew that I needed to just get with the front pack, try and stay with them, which luckily paid off. It kind of split up as the pits, as we started to pit. Um, But yeah, it was a fun race. I really enjoyed that. It was a shame about Troy as well. He only lost because he ran out of fuel. Otherwise, he would have got me. But it was a shame seeing him crawl.
However, though, on the opposite to that, though, is that you managed your fuel, and that's why you got third position. In the opening stage of this race, the top seven was absolutely sublime, and that top seven included you as well. You was hanging on in the back of that seven, in that I don't know what a seven's called then, but you was hanging on the back of that seven, the gaggle of seven cars there. You look so comfortable. Is this the Brazilian circuit that you enjoy, or do you feel that you've really found something good in the car?
Yeah, I feel like my pace has come quite strong towards the end of the season. I wish I had this pace early on as well. But I'll take it, and I'm enjoying it as well. To get a podium with these guys, I know a lot of people messed up with strategy, like Sam, and the others as well who didn't go for inters, which was quite surprising really because I mean the rain wasn't getting any lighter, but yeah, I'll take it as it comes.
You really liked this American leg of the season then, because you had a really good points finish in the USA. I think you finished fourth in the end, and you got a third position today as well. I must do. Would you like ALR to stay in America full time?
Wait, sorry, what was the last one?
You got fourth in USA, and then you got third today. Then I think you'd probably like to stay over this side of the Atlantic, wouldn't you, in America?
Yeah, this is one of my favorite tracks, Brazil, definitely. The other one, not so much. I think I just got a bit lucky with that. Uh, but yeah, we'll just carry on. Hopefully, we'll get another podium, but I doubt it with these guys.
Never say never, and especially today. That's some fine work indeed. Of course, this is I think it's your first podium of the season. However, more importantly, you not have had a single DNF in 20 Grand Prix starts this season, which is absolutely phenomenal stuff. How that is ridiculously difficult, but especially as I've been trying to apply my trade in the 100%. Certainly, I could barely get to the end. But how difficult has it been to get to the end for the races for you this season, or is it quite a doddle for you because of how fit you are?
I don't know about fit, but um, yeah, I always aim to finish a race. My main objective in every race is just to keep it clean. Um, I know that battling, you need to do it sometimes, but I think as shown in our Wednesday race with Percy, that sometimes battling is not beneficial, and it's just good to just stay clean. And that's what I just try to do, really. The first leg of this season has been quite dreadful, really. I've not really scored many points. It's only really been these last couple of races where I've gotten a bit lucky.
I wouldn't say lucky because actually, since the Austrian Grand Prix, you've scored in every single race apart from Singapore. So I don't think that's luck. That's certainly consistency as well. Going into the final three races, we've got Las Vegas, followed by Qatar, followed by Abu Dhabi. That this result today has certainly put you into the heart of a potentially intriguing battle for, I would say, for potentially maybe eighth in the championship. Maybe even harder than that. What do you even look at the championship, or are you more concerned about just like podiums and maybe get or Grand Prix wins? Is that what you're aiming for? Or are you thinking about the championship?
Well, I always aim for top 10 at least, but that's always difficult, especially in gold. The start, at the very start, because obviously I had Toyn as my teammate, and we all know how fast he is, so I was hoping that he could, well, like both of us would be able to get. or at least try and close in on the constructors, but it just didn't pan out that way for both of us. It's been a bit unlucky. Um, so really, I kind of just realised that I just had to take race by race, and racing with these guys, it just makes you want to get better and improve.
That's the attitude I like to hear. Well done, Equaz. Brilliant drive today and drive of the day. Superb stuff indeed. You must have been
Thanks.
impressive because even Farfan was absolutely loving it. Brilliant stuff. Well done, Equaz. Great drive to third
Thanks.
position. Lucas Percy, you finished the Grand Prix in in the lead today, and actually won the race. A 26th Grand Prix win of your career. I must admit, throughout most of that race, though, I was just thinking, goodness me, this could be setting up a championship fight between yourself and Sam Swift there. So I'm always thinking a lot. I'm always feeling a bit sad about that. But on to the race itself. What a return drive you had today. It was a brilliant performance indeed from yourself there. But the opening series of laps, and you and Sam Swift were swapping positions. Then how fun was that?
First of all, thank you very much. Yeah, it was fun. It was a good race. Like you said, me and Sam were just swapping places at the start. I think it was kind of rinse and repeat from Wednesday, really, with me and Ekroza. We were just, swapping in the DRS zones. Rather than battling, we just pull ourselves along, and you gain time to the rest behind. Unfortunately, me and Sam weren't gaining time because obviously the guys behind were still in the DRS, but we weren't costing each other time, and we weren't battling, causing collisions. So it was just nice, hard, clean racing, and yeah, it was nice to be back. It's been a big break for me from the game, so yeah, it is nice to be back.
And do you feel if this is a dry race, you could have won this race, or do you feel that with the rain coming, that may have helped you, or is that a bit unfair comment by myself?
I wouldn't say it's unfair. I think you never know who's gonna, especially with how close the times were today. You never know who was gonna win that race. I mean, any of us in that top seven could have won if it stayed dry because of obviously the DRS. I think it would have come down to strategy at the end. I know a few of us were on the hards and a few of the other ones in the tran were on the medium, so it would have come down to strategy. But I was very confident with my wet pace. I've always been quick on the Formula One games in the wet, and Brazil's probably my best track on the entire calendar. So I was pretty confident when I saw the rain was scheduled.
Was that your reasoning for starting on the hard tires? And when you were starting on the hard tires, was you concerned about any drivers starting on the mediums around you, maybe jumping you at the start, or was you quite relaxed by all of that?
I was just relaxed, to be honest. I didn't want to get in people's way. There was a few times that people were trying to dive up my inside, so I just moved out of the way and let them through. I am only a reserve now. I have to remember that, so I didn't really want to battle people too hard. But then as soon as I saw my opportunities to get up into the front two, I thought I'm just going to take them. So I did, and thankfully it's paid off, and I've got myself the win. It was unfortunate for Sam and Indigo, unfortunately putting on the wrong tyre because I think it would have been a good battle in the rain between us three. But yeah, it's favoured me today, and I'll very much take it.
Yeah, talking of that point actually, where Sam and Indigo went on the slick tires and you went on the intermediate tires, was that quite a straightforward decision for you, or was it more up and down about the track conditions? Because at the time, both me and Sirius Mushroom thought that it was possibly going to stay dry for the remainder of the race, but then you came in on intermediate tires and absolutely timed that to perfection. Was that experience? Was that knowing what the weather is going to do? How did you know that?
I'd like to say it's learning from the past. I think it was. I can't remember what race it was in ALR. Someone in the comments might remember, but I can't remember. And it was raining, and I'd boxed for the dries instead of the wets, and it punished me then. So I thought, well, as soon as it started raining and it started to feel slippery, I thought I'm just going for the inters. I'm not going to risk anything. Um, and I think for the first two or three laps, Sam was, you know, not too slow. I think he was losing about 2.5 tenths, 3 tenths a lap. But then all of a sudden, I think it was after the fourth lap on the tyres that he completely fell off. So it was the best chance for him to get back up into the top five to box for the Inters. But yeah, like I said, it was just learning from the past.
And then from then on, dare I say it was a straightforward race because you absolutely waltzed away. I think you had almost a 10-second lead by the end of it. Then you was very much at one with the car. Was you enjoying that final couple of laps, then, or can't you enjoy it with the rain conditions was so appalling, and potentially the wet tires was the better tire to go on. So how difficult was those final couple of laps?
The first, let's say, 7 or 8 laps of that intermediate stint, I really enjoyed. I love racing on the rain on this game, and especially around Brazil as well. Yeah, I thought I won with the car, and it was really enjoyable. But then, after then, yeah, when it was like you said, when it got to that full wet conditions, it was a bit of a struggle to drive. There was a few mistakes I was making. I was clipping the grass, coming into the final corner and on the outside, and it kept sending me wide a bit. But then on lap 35, luckily, just towards the end, my throttle got stuck in again, unfortunately. So I think I lost about 2 or 3 seconds on that final lap. So thankfully, it finished when it did. Otherwise, I think Immortal may have caught up to me.
Really good day today, Percy. Brilliant job there. 26th Grand Prix win of your career. That's absolutely superb stuff. I'm sure that might be second now in the all-time ranking, but I need to get my own book out. Fantastic stuff today, Percy. Great job indeed there. And that's going to be it there for gold tonight. And my word, that was absolutely action-packed indeed. And I'm going to have a lie down now. Well, actually, I need to go to bed then. Goodness gracious me, I've been up far, far too long for this Sunday. What a week it's been. What a weekend it's been. And Max Verstappen, a four-time world champion. We have had one of the best Brazilian Grand Prix I have ever commentated on as well today. Brilliant job by Equals. Driver of the day. Superb stuff indeed there. A lot of drivers are going to be very down in the dumps with some strategy calls that went a bit AWOL there. But what a race it was. And Percy is 26th Grand Prix win of the season. Sorry, not the season. Goodness me. We got too many Grand Prix as it is. 26th Grand Prix win of his career. Superb stuff indeed. Silver's tomorrow night then. And we'll see you then. Goodbye.